We have a woman that goes by the name of Ruby Rose. If you guys don't know, she is an OnlyFans star, celebrity. She recently has been called out along with Suki Hana and the other young lady, Saweetie, as a woman that works as an escort. Now, if a woman's working OnlyFans or any adult industry, she certainly is doing escorting. It goes hand in hand. There's a high likelihood they're doing that. So this is not a surprise. She has allegedly been called out as an escort, and then they looked at her past relationships, and you could see it. She also had a guy supposedly paying her millions of dollars to meet her, and so forth and so on. Right? I mean, this is obvious, but that's Ruby Rose. Ruby Rose has been the subject of a lot of conversation because a lot of people think she's mid. A lot of people will say you can meet a lot of these girls in around Virginia and North Carolina, but there's a lot of people that believe that she's one of the best looking women they've ever seen. All right. And I've had that conversation before. I mean, it does show that people do not have experience with women. All right. Listen, she's a good looking woman when she's all dressed up. I know this. I've lived with women. I already know the signs that she's, overdressed up. I don't see her as that spectacular. All right. She's not in the 8 or 9 category, neither a 10, but she is a good looking young woman. As she ages, she's probably going to be less good looking or whatnot. She ain't not a 10. All right. But of course, if you have less experience or you live somewhere in a podunk town, you're going to be overly hyped about this woman here. So a guy that made a video about me said about someone similar, I couldn't get a woman like this. Bro, I have bought, purchased, and discarded women this beautiful. Or at least them at least. All right, I've been with women like this, enough of them to know she just is not, a woman's never out of my league. She's just out of my price range. That's all. They're gettable. They're all gettable to the point where you even find out, allegedly, that they're being paid for and leased out. Even by ballers and celebrities and millionaires and so forth and so on. These women are gettable. These women are not that out of reach. All right. You just have to say the right price and you can get them. All right. And now that I know that, I'm trying to tell y'all that you guys are being distracted by a sideshow of women you think are out of your league. They're just out of your price range. And if you're a young man and you a loser, you're never getting her. Never. You will never touch this woman. Okay, if you're a young man and you don't got no money, you're never going to touch this woman. This woman will be out of your reach and grasp. At best, you'll have a conversation with her somewhere while she's in transit. That you're never going to touch or fuck her. Now, if you're a young guy with money, then you're probably going to be able to get after her. These girls are rentals. They're like rental cars. Okay, you want to rent a nice luxury vehicle, you need $1,000 deposit on an American Express. All right. If you coming in here with cash, you're not going to be able to rent it. You're going to come in here and you got a non-card that doesn't have metal. You're not renting these cars. You're not renting these cars, nigga. You cannot rent it unless you get $1,000, $2,000 deposit. All right. No mouthpiece is going to save you here. All right. At all. Now, this woman goes on to say, essentially, ain't no way she's still single. I just look like this off the wake up. All right, niggas, white people, that means she woke up like this. I just look like this off the wake up. You know, you see, Ebonics is something special here. You just translate the words. It's kind of like Spanish. It's in reverse order, and then when you English it, it just goes in reverse order. Okay, I just look like this off the wake up. Okay, let's hear what she has to say. Here we go.
No motherfucking way. I look like this. Like just chilling in my car. Like I just look like this off the wake up. Like no makeup, just a little lash and lip gloss and a little filter. A little filter.
What the fuck?
And I'm single?
All right, so she says, I just look like this off the wake up with a little lash. What did she say? Mascara? Little lash, a little this, and then she started adding shit. Filter. What about the wig? I mean, the wig is wigging, but this is not your basic look. Trust me, I've woken up to pretty women. They look a less prettier. They can't help it. All right. Now we start adding shit off the wake up. All right. But it's not as basic. No woman looks like this when they wake up. Not a single. And, oh, by the way, and the filter too. No woman looks like this waking up. No black or half black woman looks like this when they wake up. Or Latina. They look like lions when they wake up. All right, their eyes are puffy, their hair is all puffy. Any woman with curly hair or any level of curly hair looks like a lion when they fucking wake up. All right, they don't look like that. Even a highly, highly attractive woman, they look drunk, tired, sleep deprived, and they look like they might have some residue of CGA serum around their lips, drooling, eye crust in between their eyes. And she says, why am I single? Because you look like this. Well, this is a tale as old as time. Just because you're attractive does not mean you can get married or be in relationships. All right, especially when you've been monetized. Just because you're attractive. And you can just go across the board. I don't care where you are. Look at the women that men marry. Okay? They marry average Becky's, plain Jane, cosplaying, video gaming, black girls, fat white women, fat Mexican and Latina women. Most people marry average, even men in relationships. If you're let's say you're an 8 as a guy, you're going to marry a 6 or a 5. You're not marrying an 8 or a 9 woman. It's very rare. It's so rare that if you did, people will call you Barbie and Ken.
Has the modern dating landscape confused you? Have many of the standards that you heard, you're kind of tired of hearing about, and you're wondering, what does it all mean? Well, look no further. Join us talking about the monetized dating marketplace right now on Locals, and it is CoachGregAdams.locals.com. You can create a free account to join the conversation between the Coach Gang members, but also on Sunday, we do a live stream demonstrating all aspects of the monetized dating marketplace. And coming soon in 2025, you're going to have access to a sample of the monetized dating marketplace course where you can get information related to how to participate in the monetized dating marketplace and or how to understand it, so you're not out here spinning your wheels trying to figure out how you're going to best deal with the monetized dating marketplace. Listen, everything and every aspect of dating is monetized. We just want to relieve the frustration that you might have about it. So the best way to do it is make a free account right there on Locals, CoachGregAdams.locals.com. You can get access to those live streams, but create a free account. Just join the conversation. I am the only one covering this conversation from this point of view. And yes, I am ahead of my time. Get ahead of the information before you're priced out.
There's not a lot of Barbie and Kens out here. There's not a lot of tall Morris chestnuts with hot fucking wives. Okay? You look anywhere. Go anywhere where there's married people. It's a slubby guy with a fat, chunky wife. All right? That's special. I mean, most people got a subpar, under the radar. Go to a swingers party with these old white people and Jewish people. All right? It's a frumpy, dumpy ass white woman with bangs and a dumpy ass chubby white dude with titties. All right. So just because a woman's highly attractive doesn't mean she's marriage material. I would call her wifey. All right. She's wifey. You would love to wife a woman like this and have her as a trophy wife. But this bitch is a head case. She's nuts. By the way, she's a adult entertainer. We can confirm she does have an OnlyFans, which tells you her mental health. And why is she at this point saying she wants a relationship when she's been rented out by every Tom, Dick, and Harry you can imagine? This is crazy talk.
It don't make sense. But it's okay. I'm fucking crazy.
Yeah, and she says she's fucking crazy, which I can tell you, attractive women are crazy. Now, this isn't to belittle attractive women. This does make attractive women less likely that you would like them. Now, if you have access to multiple attractive women, you will lessen the likelihood that you will deal with a crazy attractive woman. Now, let me just preface this. I've dealt with crazy mid women. Okay, so let me just go back. That's because I had scarcity. When you go back down to attractive women, you will realize these women are out of their mind. They're lunatics. And the reason why they're lunatics is because they live in a world that you don't live in. They live in a world that you don't live in. meaning they've never had to wait in the line. They've always got access to VIP. They've always been flown out. People have given them first class seats and moved back to coach. All right, people will give them free food, dinners, and drinks all their life. People fix their car repairs. People will move their whole apartment to another apartment. People will pay their down payment, deposit first and last month's rent just because on GP. They never rarely have to pay for anything. They get niggas that send them gifts and cash apps just for a conversation. So they live in a world you don't. The minute those things lessen or they start having to beg or seemingly simp wolf whistle for these type of things, advertise themselves, and then you see them at 36 and still doing this shit, is because their world is having a collision course with reality. There's a lot more women that are 10 years younger than her that she has to compete with. So yes, I do not value attractive women the way you might, because I've had enough of them to realize I would stay far away from them. These women sell pussy and have boyfriends. Sometimes the boyfriend don't even give a fuck. Some of these women have sugar daddies that give them tens and thousands of dollars a month or a year. All right. And she fucks multiple guys and she don't care. He don't care. He don't care. He just wants access to her. Now, these women then coach these other subpar women to believe they can do the same thing. This is why we now have a fucked up dating marketplace. Because now this woman and Saweetie can jump up here and say, if he ain't giving me a Birkin bag and a Rolls Royce, throw away the whole nigga. Well, then these subpar women start acting the same. They think a rich guy's going to show up to their broke ass life because this woman got some simp to do it for a little bit, but these women think that now they can wait for a Birkin bag. Yeah, the boyfriend drops off the girlfriend to get fucked by another guy. Woo! And sell some pussy, by the way. And you heard that from Tiana Trump. Tiana Trump described that exact same thing. All right? Oh, my boyfriend dropped me off to go have sex with Bill Maher, allegedly, for cash, allegedly. So there are men that deal with women like this because, you know, they can't deal with women lesser than this, but they will, you know, lose themselves in this woman. They will lose themselves to the point where they're like, okay, she's on OnlyFans, big deal. And they'll act like, oh, it's okay. All right. She sells pussy. That's all right. She's an escort. That's all right. He met her as an escort. Okay. A lot of these men that have these girlfriends like this, okay, met her as an escort or met her as a sugar baby. And then he's like, I'll marry you. He met her as a Hooters girl, a Monetized, a flight attendant, a bottle service girl. He met her knowing full and damn well what it was. Yeah, Travis Hunter shit. He knew what it was. All right. So when you see these guys doing that and she says, yeah, he pays all my bills and he gives me this and that, and I get the date around and he got my location. He never asked me where I am. He knows I date other guys. She knows he got a pookie boyfriend. Like the guy's like, whatever. That's the type of relationship this woman's calling for, by the way. Just so you know, and let's be clear, she's not simp wolf whistling to you. She's promoting her OnlyFans and trying to get a guy, as I just previously described. All right. So that's why she's also single, because she wants somebody to accept her as an OnlyFans model and potentially an escort. Okay. Somebody said, you know, she's Ethiopian. I don't know that, but why is that important? Right. Or it could be important in the context of the conversation of what we were having about Ethiopian and Eritrean women. So there you go right there. So she's going to get people to sign up for an OnlyFans account, and she's going to get some guys that say, oh, you for sale, you for lease, so forth and so on. All right, but a lot of these women, you guys are saying she's Ethiopian or Eritrean, which would indicate gold digger. All right. These women are unapologetic gold diggers. All right. The top unapologetic gold diggers are Eritrean, Russian, Middle Eastern, and there was another one I just thought of. Most women in like Prague or something like that. You're going to have unapologetic gold diggers, meaning that they're like, it is what it is. Vietnamese is another one. Vietnamese unapologetic gold digger. Whereas you will find that other women will find gold digger. They don't want to admit it, even if they're doing it, right? Even if they're doing a level of it. So American women, Filipino women, These women are apologists for gold digging. South Korean women, they're non-apologetic. American women are apologetic. They want to hide the fact that they're doing it. They will disguise it. Whereas Russian women will say, yep, we're a gold digger.